Hey guys, this is Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com, coming to you live from the greenhouse. As you can see, the pole beans are doing well. I moved a lot of the other stuff. They're all in planters, so I moved them all out into the sunshine. There hasn't been any chemtrail spraying lately. Amazing. Who knows what's going on with that and what it means. Whether or not this is good for humanity or bad for humanity is kind of an up-in-the-air question. Yes, there's probably and most likely very bad health effects related to the spraying, but also there is there's talk that this is being done to save humanity, to block the neutrinos that are coming in as our sun gets more intense. And obviously our sun is changing. Just look at it, it's bright white now. So lots going on. I don't know what the chemtrails are. Yes, it's barium, strontium, and all these things, aluminum. But are they being sprayed in the atmosphere to save us or to harm us? Is anybody's guess. I would say stick to the natural thing. If the sun is getting hotter, and let the earth absorb the heat and let it do what it's supposed to do. How long can you hold off any kind of transition that the earth is going through? And the earth is going through a transition, is expanding. And supposedly in Cliff High's data, we're coming up to a real active time in earth expansion events, meaning earthquakes and floods and volcanoes going off second half of the year into next year. So be ready for it. If you haven't heard from Cliff lately, he's dealing with a moving issue. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate. He's kind of taking a little breather. We all wish Cliff well, and when he comes back, he'll be rested and ready to go again. And I think it's one thing he did say upon kind of a parting email is it's time to take care of your health and get in shape, because everybody's probably gonna go mobile to some extent, which is tough for silver owners because silver and mobility don't go hand in hand. Cryptos and mobility absolutely go hand in hand. So just think about that, and it's going to be different for everybody. Not everybody is going to have their house. I'm sitting on earthquake fault, so I pretty much I'm resigned to thinking at some point I'm going to have to bug out. Not to mention living in a urban area in Oakland, and the potential for chaos from the banking system when it falls apart. And as far as I can tell, it's being held together with super glue and scotch tape, and it will be a progressive crash between now and next year. Pretty much everybody in the banking world who knows what's going on thinks that 2018 will be the transition year out of fiat, unbacked money, to something new. And that's kind of where we're getting to. What is that something new? Will it be a cryptocurrency controlled by the bad guys? Will it be a cryptocurrency controlled by humanity? Will it be gold and silver? What is the answer? I don't know. I'm preparing for this by holding cryptocurrencies and silver. And I have 1 ounce of gold. I have 1 ounce of gold that I hold just because it looks cool. I enjoy the beauty and the art of a gold eagle. But as far as appreciation, the ability to appreciate, I think silver, nowhere to go but up. The cryptos, nowhere to go but up if you pick the right crypto. And just a lot going on. And I've been busy beyond belief with the Veritasium giveaway. We're giving away, Road to Roota is giving away $30 in Veritasium with every renewal or new subscription to the private road. And of course, it's been crazy busy. I'm still working on getting my coins, my silver Road to Roota coins in the door. Probably a couple more weeks. So we're looking at August for that promotion to go out. That coin looks awesome though. I'm so excited about it. It's going to come in a plastic case and a nice decorative box and the whole thing. I went to the guys doing the minting. I said, I want the best you can get me. And they said, okay, we're going to make this thing look nice. And unbelievable job. And they're all numbered on the side. It's just so cool. I can't handle it. So expect those in August, September timeframe. I did want to call your attention to a few things. Number one, Reggie Middleton of Veritasium posted a Road to Ruta, the YouTube video I put up yesterday, where I talked about Veritasium and how it's not a cryptocurrency. It is a platform with a token, and it really does have the ability to change the exchanges and markets and the way we do business peer-to-peer, taking out all the money that the banks suck out of peer-to-peer. Well, there aren't peer-to-peer transactions right now. You have to go through the COMEX and the LBMA and the New York Stock Exchange, and everybody takes their little 2 cents of commission out of it. And Veritasium can suck all that money out and basically save money to people trying to do a transaction. You have a share of Apple stock that I want to buy, and you want to sell. Why do we need 50 middlemen in the middle to take their little cut and then have it go onto an exchange that's criminally run? Why not have it go peer-to-peer? And Veritasium does just that. That is being implemented on the Jamaican Stock Exchange right now. Reggie's in talks with somebody else, one of the top 10 exchanges in the world. I don't know who it is. I think the 10th largest exchange is the German exchange. So it'll be a big announcement when that comes out. Reggie's going to be having a lot of big announcements. So Reggie posted the Bix Weir video, Road to Ruta video on Twitter, and I've got a whole bunch of hits. People saying, "Oh my God, I've never heard of this Road to Ruta thing. What the world is this?" So thank you, Reggie, for that. And keep doing what you're doing. I mean, the world is finding out about Veritasium. Right now, it's I think trading at $230, $240. I think very soon it will go to 2,040 and 24,000, and just keep moving as the old system crashes and people find out about this new way of doing business, peer-to-peer, person-to-person, with no banker commissions, no Goldman Sachs commissions, no DTCC. All that stuff can just go away with this new, honest way to transact business. It's really exciting. And also on that note, talking about the conspiracy stuff and the chemtrails and all that, my buddy David Morgan of Silver Investor, you all know David, longtime silver buddy. We've been fighting the same fight, although David was always shied away from talking about the conspiracy in silver. Well, he's not shying away anymore. He's talking about every conspiracy. He's talking about freedom and liberty. He's talking about chemtrails on his latest interview, and I was like, yes, David has arrived. He isn't stopping what he already knows. We've talked about this so many times, but he's got corporate clients. He's got to maintain that posture of Mr. Silver with the tie and the whole thing. But he knew what was going on all along with silver rigging, and his take was always, you can't influence the trend. You can't change the trend. Of course you can change the trend. It's exactly what happened in 2011 with the silver smash. JP Morgan and friends at the Obama White House, i.e. Bill Daley, the chief of staff, also known as JP Morgan's leader of their SWAT team, was put there just to do that, to make silver rise up from $20 to $50 and then slam it down, destroying sentiment and change the trend. And it was an artificial manipulation. We are in a bear trend, a bear market in silver because of manipulation. And that is a great example of changing the trend. Anyway, David came out and talked to my buddy Sean over at SGT, and he just opened his kimono and says, yes, this is all true. He talks about chemtrails. He talks about liberty. A really good interview. Go check out, go to SGT Report and look up Sean's latest with David Morgan. You're going to be blown away. Good job, David. We've been having this discussion behind the scenes for a long time, but I'm glad to see that David's finally throwing off the corporate stance and position that he puts out there and saying, hey, we got to fight for our liberty, and the only way to do that is to get honesty out there. And I've been saying that for a long, long time. If you know something's going on, scream about it from the top of your lungs. Keep fighting the fight. Keep fighting the silver fight. Keep fighting the gold fight. Keep fighting the crypto fight. These are all very important things that are going on in the United States right now because the old system is dying. And the bad guys, as I call them, are going away. And when will there be arrests? I don't know. I think soon. A lot of them are dying off. As you can tell, a new banker dies every day again. But then again, you got a lot of the Clinton people are trying to expose the Clintons being knocked off to add to their the Clinton body count, which is really sad. And hopefully the people investigating the Anthony Weiner laptop, Uma Abedin, Clinton emails, all that stuff, 650,000 emails and videos and recordings that are held by the FBI supposedly and the NYPD. NYPD, if it was just the FBI that held it, you could say, well, they'll just hide it, because they're bought and paid for. But the NYPD is not going to let this go. They can't let it go. The horrible things that were done, and it's not just the Democrats. It involves the Republicans as well. And I heard it's about a third of Congress will be taken down when this is all exposed. So yeah, it's a huge deal, a gigantic deal. So we'll see when that happens. But watching all these Clinton haters trying to expose the Clintons and finding actual details out about the facts in these cases, and watching these guys get picked off one by one is very sad. And I can't believe the good guys aren't putting a stop to this by arresting the Clintons. Just do it in private. Just don't tell anybody, so that you can find out who they hired to do their dirty deeds. Because they're still out there. It's very obvious that the battle between the good guys and the bad guys is still going on, and it's a battle we have to win. So thank you, David, for coming out of the closet, so to speak, about conspiracies and manipulation. And I think it's great. I think it's awesome. And if you listen to that interview, you can tell what a patriot David is, and Sean always is fighting that great fight. Also, I wanted to talk about a little bit about the ongoing ICOs, these companies that are being created using blockchain technology and injecting that honesty and truth machine into industries that need it. Such as the banking industry is the obvious one, but every other industry, the healthcare industry, the real estate industry, the invoicing industry, the advertising industry. I bought into an ICO called ADEX, ADEX, that injects truth and honesty into things like your ad being played by Google and them telling you that, oh yeah, you had 1 million views, and this technology will confirm or reject that notion that Google is telling you the truth when they tell you how many views you had, and they charge you for it. So stuff like that is going on, and it will go on in every industry. So these companies that are being born every day, not all of them are great. Many of them will never even come to market. See, most of these ICOs are companies that, they're an idea and a design of a token that will help in that idea. But a lot of them will never come to market, won't even make it that far, because you're looking 1 to 2 years out before they get anything to market. Whereas Veritasium is here now, and it's making a difference now. I keep saying over and over again, since it was it was under $2 when the first ICO came out. Now it's $220. There's no stop to this thing until the criminality in exchanges goes away. The criminality in exchanging peer-to-peer in any transaction. And Veritasium can help with that situation, can bring truthfulness and honesty and veritas. Veritas meaning truth in Latin. So definitely, if you don't have any yet, get your tokens. You can get them on EtherDelta. For the private road members, I mail it to your front door, $30 worth of Veritasium on a paper wallet. And there's also a video on how to buy Veritasium on EtherDelta. It gets a little tricky, but I go over how it's done, and you don't have to be a computer scientist to get Veritasium. Veritasium probably will not hit the big exchanges, because the big exchanges know that Veritasium could end their businesses. Their business model might be destroyed by Veritasium. So it is an exchange killer, and but it's great for humanity. Imagine exchanges around the world being truthful and honest, and you know what you're getting, and you know what you're giving, and that's the amazing thing about Veritasium. So get your Veritasium, and get the other big thing. I think Bitcoin is having kind of a false run right now. It's up at $2,800 when nothing has been settled on this on the coming fork. And if the SegWit part of it gets implemented, that doesn't solve anything more than short term. So I would say if you have Bitcoin now, sell your Bitcoin and buy Litecoin, which will take the place of Bitcoin on the day-to-day transactions because it's faster and it's cheaper. So, I mean, if you're looking to make a move with your Bitcoin saying, what do? I don't want to be holding it during this crazy forking. Litecoin is your call. And Litecoin hasn't gone up much in the last couple of days, and Bitcoin's been skyrocketing. So what a great move now. That's what you want to do. Sell high, buy low. So you're going to sell your Bitcoin around, $2,800, $3,000, and then buy Litecoin. Yes, Bitcoin will continue to go up, but it's going to be very rocky. Even after August 1st comes and goes, nobody's really going to know what's going on in Bitcoin. But they will in Litecoin. There's another announcement coming out supposedly the same day from MIT. Now, I don't know if this is official. It came from an MIT website, but nobody really knows what it is. But there's a lot of talk. I mean, I think it's MIT that's developing the Lightning Network, so it could be that Litecoin's going to all of a sudden be even cheaper and even faster than it is now, which would be amazing. And that's the kind of technological jumps we'll be seeing for a while. So, in my opinion, this is not trading advice, but I can tell you why. Bitcoin's going to be very volatile because August 1st is the first part of the BIP 138 user activated soft fork, all that stuff. But it's not the end at all, and that'll be going on for a couple of years. So you're better off just getting in Litecoin. Ethereum, I always love Ethereum. People are going to need to buy Ethereum for the ICOs. And yeah, the companies that take in Ethereum will be selling Ethereum after the ICO, which is normal. So Ethereum will go like that as well. It'll be volatile, but in the long run, Ethereum is an amazing platform, and everybody should have as their core base investment Ethereum. I would say Litecoin, maybe one Bitcoin hold just for fun, and definitely Veritasium. There's some others that I like. That a lot of them are speculations on where the future will go with this new technological world we're about to enter. So it's going to be really exciting. Cliff's Data has Bitcoin going out 100 years, so there will be some rocky volatility, but in the long run, that's the call. Hold your Bitcoin with both hands, hold your Ethereum, hold your Litecoin, which is way undervalued at the moment, and that's why you're selling your Bitcoin. If you do what I did, that's why I sold my Bitcoin and bought Litecoin. I think Litecoin is undervalued by at least 10 right now, and probably more like 20 times undervalued. So 20 times, what is it, $40? You're looking at, I think Litecoin should be about $800 because it's 4 times plus as fast as Bitcoin, and I think it'll be more than 4 times more useful for 7 billion people when the banks crash and people need something to use as a means of exchange. I think it's great. Bitcoin will probably be a store of value, but not the means of exchange that Litecoin could be because it's faster and cheaper. Anyway, I've said this 10 million times. You guys all know this stuff. Anyway, this is Bix Weir, live from the greenhouse, and it should be an exciting week next week. Keep an eye on Veritasium. Reggie will have announcements coming up as more and more people say, help me, Reggie. Our criminal exchanges are so bad we don't know what to do. Reggie walks in with Veritasium, truth and honesty, peer-to-peer transactions, pulls out all the costs. Bingo, home run. So get your Veritasium. We'll talk to you later.